This conference will now be recorded.
So in the last class, we started the SQL, right? So what are the commands are there in the SQL? How many ways we have divided the phases? So one is the DDL, data definition language, DML, DRL, okay, and DCL, data control, and transactional control. So these are the 5 different commands are there to execute the SQL, to create the objects, to modify the objects, okay, to retrieve the objects, to control the objects. Okay, so based on these, all 5 commands are there in the SQL, basic commands. Okay, without these commands we can't do anything. Okay, so in the DDL is something about the data definition language. Okay, so we are defining the objects here, we are altering the objects here. So whatever we want the objects, those all objects we are going to defining in the by using these commands. Okay, so one is the create command, alter command, rename, truncate, and drop. Okay, these are the 5 commands are there in the DDL. Okay, so they will ask the interview point of view here, what kind of interview point of view are there. 3 or 4 interview questions are there in this DDL. Okay, I'll tell you one by one. The first will be how to create the table. So I told the 2 ways we can able to create the table by using the create command. One is the new table, one is the based on the existing table. So I want the already my table was there, the same table I want to repeat into different name. I want the same table, same structure, or I want only 5 columns. Okay, we'll see how to create the table. First we'll recap 5-10 minutes, then we'll go for the new other topics. So here guys, some guys are difficult to connect the schemas. Okay, so you have just right click the new connection. Okay, you have to give the connection details here. For example, I given the batch 4 here. See, batch 4, the password will be batch 4 I said. Okay, and the local host 1521, and then here be at the time of installation what you have mentioned here. By default it will be ORCL. So you have to give the ORCL. Okay, then you have to just test the connection. But in the Oracle, they given the some predefined schemas like SCOT, BI, or HR. So like that, for example, I am able to connect the HR now. Okay, I'm going to connect the new schema. Schema name will be HR. Okay, so HR. I thought maybe I given the HR only password. Okay, if the password is incorrect, then I can tell you the syntax how to unlock your account, how to change the password. Okay, ORCL, just test the connection. Account is locked. See, you can see the account is locked. Currently the account is locked, this one. So I'm going to change the I'm going to unlock my account. Okay, for that you have to connect the administration. For that you have to connect the administration is the system. Okay, you have to connect the system. Just right click, connect. I already configured my system admin user here. Okay, so the syntax will be alter user HR. Okay, identified by, I'm given the same password again, HR account unlock. This is my syntax. See, user HR altered. Now I'm going to add the HR. So this is the name, whatever the name I want to display here, that the name. Okay, whatever you want, you can give the name. So the username will be HR, the password will be HR. Okay, I'm going to here ORCL. See, earlier it showed the locked. Now it is connected because of the I unlocked my account. Okay, just I'm going to save password and the save the connection. I'm going to connect it. Okay, So HR is connected. This is one schema name, guys. Okay, you can see that what are the tables are there. All that you can able to see. Countries, department, employees, job history, jobs, location, regions. Okay, if you want, just select star from employees. Control enter, guys. Otherwise, you have to enter this one. See, employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID, all those things will be there. Department ID, manager ID. Okay, so like that it will be there. Okay, if you can go, if you want, you can practice this also. HR already inbuilt tables are there here, or if you want, you can go and connect the SCART schema. Here also is there inbuilt connections are there, inbuilt tables. Okay, if you want, you can see select star from tab. So you can use the select star from tab. So what are the tables are there? Sorry, what are the tables are there in that schema? So it will display all the tables. Okay, what are the tables are there in that schema? It will display all the tables. It will display. Okay, see, so 241 tables are there in the SCART schema. Or if you want, you can check here HR schema also. What are the tables are there? See, only 8 tables are there here. Countries, department, all those things. Okay. So like that we can able to see what are the tables are there in the schema also. Okay. And also I told last time how can we see the structure, which command we are going to use in the Oracle. Guys, anyone can tell how can we able to see the structure, table structure? So DESC is the table structure. We can able to see using the DESC. Describe, we call as a describe. Okay, describe given the department. Okay, now you can see the just execute. You can see the department ID, department name, manager ID, location ID. So how it will be displayed the structure. Okay, so this is the described DESC. Okay, now we'll go for the how to create the table. Okay, clear, guys? How to connection, how to enable the connection, how to add the connection here. Okay, if your account is locked, you have to use this one. If you doesn't know the password, then you can give up to here alter user HR identified by HR. That is the to change the password. If you want unlock, then you have to give the account unlock. Okay, this is if you want, you can note down this command. Already is there in the here. Already is there here in the syntax. My document already given the document. User. See, alter user ABC identified tiger. How to change the password? This is the syntax. Change password. I wrote the here change password syntax. If an unlock means you can just give the here account unlock. That's it. Okay. Okay. So just I connect to the batch 4 now. I'm going to connect. Yeah. So here we can able to create the table in the two ways. One is the by using the existing table. One is the new table. Second one is the by existing table. Okay. For example, create tables. What is the syntax? Create table. Create table name. I giving the first I will see the what are the commands are there. What are the tables? Batch 4 sample 2. Okay. In the student. I give student. Okay. Create table name, and then you have to give the column names. What is the column name? SNO, and you have to mention the number data type. You have to specify the size. Student name. Record of 2 of 20. Okay, on location, on marks, for example, marks, number. So this is the create the new table. So create table name. You have to give the all the specified columns. So table created, table student created. Now if you want, you can go and see the structure. DESC student. See, I got the student structure. Okay. Now I want to create the, by using this student table, I want to create one more table. Okay, I want to create one more table with only two columns. I want only student name, sorry, student number and student name. I don't want to marks all those things. Okay, how to create? By using this structure. Okay, create table. Okay, student, I'm going to mention the student yes name as select Sanugama yes name from student table. So I'm going to give the student 1 because the student already there. So what happened? Table or view doesn't exist. Means this is the incorrect table. Yes name. This is spelling mistake. See, table 1 created. So this is the existing by using the existing table. I'm going to create here. Okay, this question they asked even in the yesterday day for Saturday. I have attended one interview. They asked this question. Okay, how to create the table by using the existing table. Okay, here it will create the table. Okay, with the data also here. If I don't want to data, then you have to give the condition where 1 equal to 2 here. For example, I will see is there any data here. Select star from student 1. So I created there is no data. Because I created there is no data right now. Okay, I'll create the select star from batch 1. Batch 4. See, one record is there. I want to create along with the data means can directly go here only student 2 given the batch 2 batch 4. Okay, now I'm going to create the new table student 2 along by using the existing table batch 4. So student 2 is created. Just you can go and see the data. See, 101 Akash is there, but I don't want the data. Then I'm going to create the, even I need all the columns. So just I'm going to remove the columns, specified columns. There I have to give all the columns. Star where 1 equal to 2 for the false condition I given where 1 equal to 2. So always it will be false only. It won't true. 1 equal to 2 means always it will be false. Okay, if I give the any false condition in the statement where condition, it will create the only structure. It won't create the data here. Okay, and I want all the columns, whatever the columns are in the batch 4, all the columns it has to load in, create in the student 3 table. You can see student 3 created. See, table created, but there is no data. Okay, so these two ways we can able to create the table in any database. Okay, one is the new table, one is the by using the existing table. Okay, that is the create command, guys. Next one more will be alter command. Okay, this also we discussed in the last class. Alter. So in the alter again we have the, so different commands are there. Alter add, alter modify, alter rename, alter drop. Okay, these commands are there in the alter. Alter add, alter modify, alter rename, alter drop. So you want to add any columns, we'll go for guys. So alter table name, alter table. I'm going to add the student to add. I'm going to add the marks data type number 3. Okay, you can see the student 2. What are the columns are there? Only 2 columns are there, student 2. Okay, 101 and Akash. Now I'm going to add the marks. So table altered. Now you can go and see 101 Akash and marks. So by using the alter add, we can able to add the columns for existing table. We already created the table. For those objects, we are going to add one more object under the table. Okay, and then if you want to modify, means anything we have to modify, you can able to use the alter all table student 2. Okay, modify. So modify the marks. Earlier the number will be there. I am going to give the varchar 2 of 20, 2 of 10. Okay, see, you can see now, you can see the structure. How you can see the structure? DESC student 2. You can see earlier will be marks 3 is there. Now I modified to, instead of marks 3, I modified to varchar and then column size. Okay, like by using the modify, you can able to modify the existing table. If already data is available, then we can't modify the data. We can't modify the column. Data type we can't change. Okay. Next will be drop. I want to drop the one column. I want to rename first. We'll go for the rename. Alter table student rename column rename. Can you guys know the syntax? Rename marks to mark. Just I given this. Marks is invalid. Guys, tell me the syntax. Last time I told the syntax. What is the rename syntax? Alter table student 2. Sorry. You have to practice, guys. Otherwise, it will be, if you didn't practice, then it won't come. Okay. See, alter table student 2, rename column, old column to new column. Okay. Now, if you want, you can go and see the, so already altered, student 2 altered. Earlier, I given the student, there is no marks column in the earlier. That's why it's throwing the error. See, MERK, mark is there. Earlier, marks is there. Now, it will be mark. Okay. Now we'll go for the drop. I want to drop the one column from the table for existing table. Alter table student drop column mark. Sorry, student 2. Sorry. See, altered. Now you can go and see. See, there is no student column. Drop mark column. Okay. This is what we discussed in the last class, and also we discussed in the rename also. So this is alter rename, is the column level we are going to do these changes. Okay. Now we are going to rename, is I want to modify the table name. I want to modify the table name. Instead of student 2, I want to give some other name. Okay, now you can see the student means select star from student. Student, this is a student. So same thing, I'm going to 2 student 2. I'm going to change the student to. You'll see there is no that table, right? Now I'm going to modify the rename. Guys, syntax please. Let's see, it's working. Yeah, table renamed. Now you can go and execute the student to old table. See, table or view doesn't exist because of we student 2 we rename it to student 2. Okay, we modified the student 2. So there is no longer exist in the student table, student 2 table. Now you can see earlier there is no table, now it will be table came. Okay, select star from student 2. Okay, so what is another syntax? This is what we discussed in the last class. Okay, now we are going to discuss the truncate and delete, truncate and drop. Okay, so what is the truncate means? Whenever we need to remove the data from the table. Okay, whenever we need to delete the data from the table, that is either 1 lakh records or 20 lakhs records, whatever the records are there, but I want to delete all the data in one shot. Okay, all the data we are going to delete in one shot. In that time we are going to use for the truncate. Okay, the structure will be same, only data part is going to delete whatever the data is there. There is 1 record or 10 records, 100 records. So in one shot it is going to delete all the data. Okay, that is a truncate command. After executing the truncate, it will remove all data from table. And also we can't roll back the data. Once we are executing, we can't roll back the data. If I want again by mistake I did the table, I want back data means it won't come. Okay, the data it will be permanently deleted from the database. So that's why whenever we are executing the DDL commands, you have to thoroughly check one or two times, and then you have to execute in the real time. Okay, all the DDL commands are the auto commit, auto save. It permanently it will store. Once the DDL commands are executed, it will store the database permanently. Okay, now you can see the student 2 table, how the data is there, 101 and Akash. So after executing I'll add one more record also. Let's see, insert into 102. Okay, money. Okay, sorry, I didn't mention table name, all those things. My bad.
Values.
Yes. Okay, one row injected. I'm going to inject one more 3. Okay, I'm going to inject 104. Okay, see what are the okay, 4 tables are there, 4 records are there. So I want to truncate the data, means whatever the data is there, all the data it will go in one shot. Okay, what is the syntax means? Truncate table name. See, table student to do truncated. Now you can go and see the data. There is no data, but the structure will be same. Structure will be present. Okay, structure was there, but the table data is not available. That is 10,000 records or 1 lakh records. All the data it will go in one shot. We can't roll back the data now. Okay, that is the truncate table. Okay, syntax will be truncate table name. Okay, we can't use where class in the truncate table. Okay, now go to drop. So if drop means along with the data, the table also, structure also it will remove permanently. Okay, structure also it will remove from the database permanently. Okay, For example, just I'm going to insert in the same records 3 times. I'm inserting. So some data is there. Some data is there in my table. So I'm using the drop table, table name. Okay. Now you can go and execute the student 2 to see table or view doesn't exist. Means this table deleted permanent from database after executing the drop. Okay. After executing the command, they deleted database permanently. Okay, that's why whenever we are executing the commands, DDL command, you have to be carefully. These are the auto commit. Automatically it will save. Once we are executing, it will save the database permanently, the transaction. Okay. So that's why here the two interview questions. One is the how to create the table by using existing table. That question they ask. Next will be difference between the drop, truncate and delete. Okay, these 100% they will ask, guys. If you attend 3-4 interviews, at least 2 companies they will ask 100% this question, irrespective of the experience. Okay, this will ask maybe 2 years, 3 years, guys. They will ask this kind of question, but this question they will ask mandatory. If you are 6 years or 10 years also, they will ask this question. Okay, drop, truncate and delete. Drop and truncate both are the DDL commands. DDL will be DML command. I will explain in the next upcoming class. Okay, so they will ask the difference between these 3. Okay. Okay, guys. These all are the DDL commands. Okay. One is the create, one is the alter, one is the rename, truncate, and drop. These all will be auto save because these are the DDL command. It will, once we are executing the DDL command, it will save into the database permanently. We can't roll back the step. Okay. Next we'll go for the DML commands. So
sir, one question.
Yeah. Yes. Tell me.
By executing this drop command, if the table has the foreign key and primary key referring to, I mean, it has a primary key which is a foreign key for this table, and it is already existing in some other table, some column names.
Yes.
So will it impact?
Yeah, we'll see. So the truncate will be whenever we are executing the truncate table, so it won't impact. It will impact. It won't delete the truncate. For example, I will say I will connect the SCART schema. Data will problem. Okay, I will explain that one in the next primary key concept. I will explain. That's why I didn't explain it now. Okay, this is the because of the, if I explain the primary key, foreign key, so because we didn't discuss those things, right? That's why I didn't explain. I'll explain that one. For example, I'll connect the SCART. Wait, go to SCART. Okay, select DESC EMP table. Okay, DESC. So here will be the employee number will be primary key. Okay, same thing, DESC DEPT. So here DEPT number is there, is the primary key. This is my parent key. Primary key is nothing but the parent key. So this DEPT number I am using into the employee table. Okay, if you want, you can see the constraints. Go to what is the SCART table. Just like sorry, not SCART. Sorry. My mistake. Employee table, right? I want to go employee table. Yeah. Okay. Go to the constraints. You can see how you can able to see the constraints. See FK foreign key, FK DEPT number. From where we are deriving this one? From DEPT table, PK DEPT number. Okay. So whatever the data is there in the DEPT table, this data we are using into the employee table. Means this is the parent key, this is the child key, primary key and foreign key. The relationship between the primary key and foreign key in between the DEPT table and employee table, right? If I'm going to delete the, I'm going to truncate the truncate table. I will take the backup, guys. This table, I'll take the backup. Create table DEPT department as select star from DEPT. Next, I'm taking the backup, whatever the data is there. So department, I have taken the backup. Okay. Now I'm executing the truncate table DEPT. Okay. Truncate table DEPT. Okay. Now if you'll see execute this one, executed or not. See what happened. Unique and primary keys in table referenced by the enabled foreign keys. Okay. So it won't. This also important point you have to tell in the interview. Because why I didn't explain now means still we didn't discuss the this primary key, unique key, these concepts. So that's why I didn't explain this point now at the time. Okay. So we can't able to delete, truncate with the parent table because of the this parent data already we are using in the employee table. So in this case we have to first truncate the EMP table and then only we can able to truncate the DEPT table. First we have to truncate the child table and then parent table. Like that you have to truncate. Even drop also same. Okay. That point I will explain in the constraints topic. Okay. Clear? I think Aparna, clear?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Okay. 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 So that is the important difference you have to tell in the at the time of interview. Okay. Next we'll go for the DML commands. So what are the commands? Are the DML commands? So one is the insert, update, delete. So these three commands are there. DML, data manipulation. So what are the objects we created in the as part of the DDL? For those objects we are going to insert or update or delete the data. We are going to ingest the data. We are going to update the data, or if you want you can delete the data from the existing objects. Okay. Okay. So how to insert the data? Okay, we'll check any class student. I'm taking the student. Is there any table is there? Yeah. So students table is there. Okay. This student I don't have any data. So before going to insert, you have to check the referential integrity, all the points. Okay. That is we'll discuss later. We'll see the first we'll insert the normal way. Okay. Insert into what is the structure? Data types I need, right? DESC student. See number varchar to number. Okay, this is my column structure, right? Insert into student. The syntax will be insert into table name values. Okay, values. I have to mention the value 101. Okay, so the varchar to other than the number, you have to specify the single quotes. For numbers, it's not required the single quotes. Okay, here the uncome is RAM, 50. This is the marks. Okay, so I'm going to execute this command. Sorry, something went wrong. Here the code is not started. Okay, one row inserted. Okay, these DML commands are the not auto commit. The DDL commands are the auto commit. So DML, data manipulation language, commands are the not auto commit. You have to explicitly save the records. Otherwise it won't save the data in permanently. Okay. So now what is the data is there? See, one record is there. Okay. Just I'm doing the rollback. I execute in the rollback. Now you can go and see the data. See, there is no data. Just now we have seen the one record was there, but I did the rollback. Okay, but there is no data. So that's why whenever we did any statements in the DML statements, you have to say explicitly commit. You have to do the explicitly commit. Okay. So before going rollback, I'm just on committing. Commit. So if you do the commit, then it will save the data. Whatever the records are there, that records save into the permanently database. Okay. Now you can see the, but I'll do the rollback also. Now also you can see the data it won't be. Once you commit, once you save, then it won't work the rollback. The data will be there in the database permanently. Okay. So this is a one way of ingest the data, insert into table, values, and the column names. Okay. So I don't have the marks, I don't have currently. I want only 101 student number, student name is there with me present. Okay, I don't have the marks. In that case, how to insert? Student, you have to specify the column names. Which are the columns you have the data? Okay, column name. These are the two columns. Values 102. Okay, okay, like that you have to specify. Okay, now you can see what happened in the third column. So by default, it will be insert in the null values. See, by default, it inserted the null value. Okay, 102 Sandeep null, because I don't have the null value. Okay, I don't have the data, so that's why I inserted only two ways. So this is a normal way because you are going to insert the data. So every time I don't want to write like this query. I want single query. Always I want to execute the query and then I want to insert the data. Means by address method. Means how to that one? Insert into student values. I'm going to give the student name, address, ampersand. Okay, single quote, student name. Okay, single quote and marks. MATKS. Okay, like that also we can able to insert the data. One is the directly you have to pass the values. Okay, otherwise by address ampersand we use in the ampersand. Just like you got this one, enter value 103, enter student name maybe no. Okay, enter the marks maybe 60. See, missing into keyword. Sorry, here the I given the O missing 103. 60. Control C. You got the same query, whatever we wrote the query, insert into the same query it generated here. Okay, same query generated and it will be inserted one record. So like that multiple times you can able to insert. So 104. Okay, I don't have the name right now. I don't have the name. Okay, values will be 70, marks is there. See, only this one inserted. Now you can go and see the data. See, the whatever the I didn't enter the name, it's populated the null value. Okay, just 1 minute guys, the dustbin came. Just 1 minute, the sound will be there. I will be just in a mute for 2 minutes. Okay guys, we'll see. So now you understand, right? How many ways we are going to insert the data? One is the insert into student normal way, or if you want only specific columns, you can able to use the specific columns. Okay, or you can use the ampersand by address method. You can use the like this also. You don't have to type every time. Okay, so this is the way. Just I'm going to commit. Okay, commit means it will store into the these records, whatever the records I injected, that records will be stored into the permanently. Okay, this is the one way method. By using the existing table, I want to insert the data. Okay, for example, select star from student 1. You see student 1 table is there, student 1 is there, student 3. Okay, address is there. Okay, so student 1 is there. I'm just going to add the column here by using the alter command. Alter table student 1, add marks number 3. Okay, so student, now you can see the student 1 will be, so this is my table already existing. I have the table created, so I want to insert the data by using the student by existing table. Okay, so in the existing table, I have what are the data is there here in the existing table. There are 4 records or something is there. Okay, there are 4 records. I want these all 4 records into my student 1 table, or few records, whichever the records you required. Okay, like so how to by insert the data by using the existing. Insert into, okay, student 1 as select star from student. Here also guys, if you want the columns, specific columns, then you have to specify the columns here, which are the columns you need. For example, I want student number, student name, then you have to give the here bracket student number, student name. Here also you have to mention the that columns. Okay, if you want only two records, then you have to give the condition where equal to student number 101, 102, where student number in 101, 102. I'm going to insert these 2 records into my student 1 table. Missing values, sorry, into student 1 values, something wrong. What is the missing expression? I think this is not required. Yeah, this is a syntax guys. Insert into student 1, select. Earlier will be whenever creating the table we are using the as, but here it's not required the as. Insert into student, select star from student, where student number 1, 1, 1, 2. Now you can see the data. See, in the student 1, it inserted the 2 records 101, 102. Okay, so this is the way you can able to create the data by using the existing table. Okay, this is a syntax. So this also sometimes they will ask in the interview how to create the data, how to ingest the data by using the existing. Okay, so in the real time, this here we have the 1 or 2 columns, then we are doing this kind of things. But real time we have 100 columns are there. Then how to create the data? Okay, we can't mention all the 100 columns in the statement, right? SQL statement. Okay, so I will tell you one simple way how to insert the data, how to create the data here. Okay, same thing. For example, I have the student 1 table is there. I'm going to create some dummy table. I'm going to create one dummy table. Okay, like that. Create table student 4, okay, as select star from, I'm taking this one. I want to create the data in student table, okay. Just I'm taking the 2 records. Okay, student 4 created. Name I'm going to here batch 4. There is my batch 4. This is a simple way we can able to create the database. Test data we can able to prepare like this, the real time. Okay, just I'm going to double click the student 4. Go to data. See, we can manipulate this data. So I first what I did, I created one temp table, means one dummy table I created by using the main table. Okay, student 4 I created. Then I can go and do the, for example, I want modify the data. I can modify here. I can go insert some data. Okay, 105 location. Okay, some 55. Okay, so like 106. Okay, 75. So like that I creating some data, and then you can see here tick mark commit, the committed. Okay, the data is committed into student 4. Now the data will be available in the student 4. See, in the student 4 what the data is there, 105 106. So this data I will insert into the my student 4 student 1 table, student table. So like that you can able to do the manipulations, fix in the tables. This is a easy way to create the which are the records you need. That all the records can go into join the, so 102 I required, 105 106. Now you can see the student table 105 106, which are the records you need. So like that you can able to tweak the tables and then create the data easily. Okay, because otherwise you can't insert the select statement. We don't know what is the data type, all those things. So everything you have to manipulate means it will be, I'll show you one real-time example also, how difficult it will be create the insert the data. Tomorrow I will show you the, I'll connect the office, then I will show you how difficult we have to insert the data. Okay, this is the way you have to create some temp table. Okay, just open the temp table and then so pick the data here, whatever the data you need. Okay, and then the same data you can able to insert into the main table easily. Sometimes you can ask why you need to create the some temp table. You can able to directly you can do it in the main table itself. Okay, if you do the main table also fine, but safe side we have to prepare the some temp table. The temp table you have to do all the tweaks. Okay, instead of the main table you can do it in the sum table, main temp table, and then insert the data. Okay, if you do anything wrong here main table, then it will be again difficult. You have to roll back or something. You don't have permissions, then it will be difficult. Okay, so real time, right? Better always you go for the temp tables and do the whatever data you required, do like this, then you back to the main table. Okay, any doubts guys up to here? Any doubts?
No.
That is the insert. Okay, now we are going to the update. We are going to the update. Means for any existing data, I want to do the manipulation for the existing data. Now we created the data. For that created data, whatever the modifications are there, we can change by using the update table, update command. Okay. For example, here the null is there. Here the null is there. I want to update the null values. Okay. Also one more guys, one more thing here. The update will be, if you give the proper condition, if we didn't give the proper condition, what happen we'll see. So I did the commit, okay. Update, the syntax will be update table name student. I want to update, what is the update, where is the command? Yeah, so I want to update the marks, okay. Set MAKTS, okay, equal to 70. Just I given the 7 or maybe 890. I given like this marks, okay. Now I'm executing this one. MAKTS is invalid. What is the table syntax column name? MATKS, sorry. Okay, see how many rows updated? See how many rows updated? 6 rows updated. So if we didn't use the proper condition, now we can go and see the table name, what happened. See, all the place it went and updated. If you do this kind of mistake in the real time, for example, 1 lakh records are there in the table. Okay, all 1 lakh records it will go and update the data. Okay, that is the reason whenever you want to update the commands, manipulate the data by using the update, you have to check 1 or 2 times and then you have to update carefully. So now what I have to do, I did the mistake here. Now I didn't committed. Before the commit, you have to do the rollback. Rollback. Now you can see the student table. See, if you did the commit, then it won't roll back. If you did the save, means it will save the data permanently. Okay. Before saving, if you do the rollback, you can get it back. Okay. So now I'm given the where SNO equal to 102. This is a condition I have given from where I need to update this 90 records marks column. Means for 102 I want to go and update the 90. Okay, you see, now you can go and see the student table. See, it updated only that particular place it went and then updated. Okay, same like that you can see one more column. If you want same more than one column also you can update here. For example, update student set student name equal to, I'm going to give some name Lokesh. Okay, so already the location name is here, so I'll go some, I can give the Dilip. Okay, into Dilip, comma marks also I'm going to update. TKS marks is 75. Okay, earlier what is the marks is there here for this null record 70 is there. Now I'm going to update the 75 where SNO equal to 104. So now one record update. See, so earlier will be null will be there, Dilip it came, earlier 70 is there, now it came to 75. Okay, this is the it came. So you can able to update by using the carefully the where class you have to mention carefully. So otherwise it will go and reflect the changes in the whole database, whole table. Okay, now I'm committing here. So now commit the complete. Now I'm saying whatever the did the transaction I saved into database. Okay, that is the insert and delete. Okay, now we'll go for the delete. One more command will be delete. Delete. So delete is a DML command. Earlier truncate and drop will be DDL commands. So delete will be DML command. We can delete the records row by row by using the where class. Means I want only 3 records are deleted. I have 1 record I want to delete. Then we can able to delete here. But in the truncate, we can't able to delete row by row. It will one shot. whatever the data is there, all data it will going to truncate the from table. But here we can able to delete by using the where class. Row by row you can able to delete. Okay, you see command delete from table student. Okay, where student number equal to 107 or 106 I given. Okay, what are the records are there here? 6 records are there. Just I'm going to give the one more, or if you want 2 records in 106 comma 103 104. Yeah, so 2 records I given the going to delete. Okay, see 2 records deleted. Now you can go and see only 4 records. If I did the commit, then I can't roll back. Okay, if you want roll, see for example I did the commit. So if I do the rollback, I mean if I do the rollback also, I can't back those 2 records, whatever the deleted records. So I'm giving the one more 2 record 105 or 103. So these 2 records are deleted. Okay, student rollback means do the rollback, then those deleted record it came back. Okay, that is the whenever we did the transaction, if you do a mistake, immediately you have to do the rollback. And also one more thing, if you do the 10 transactions, 10 insert and 10 deleted, all those things. Okay, if you do the rollback means all the changes it will be restored. Order the last 10 transactions also it will be restored. Okay, we have to be careful at the time of rollback and commit. If your transaction is good, successful, okay, then you will do the immediately commit. Okay, for example, if you want, I will show you the example. Okay, I'm going to insert student 2, student 4. These 2 records inserted. Means what is my data now? See 10. This is my data. Okay, and then I deleted the 2 records. Okay, so what is my data now? Totally 101, 102, 106. So I did the 2 transaction. One, I inserted 105, 106 first, 105 and 106 first, and then I removed the 2 records 105, 103. So I roll back now. Now see the what is the data? See 102, 102, 103, 106 record itself is not available. Earlier I have the 106 record. Okay, now this record is not available. Okay, that is why whenever you use the some DML command operations, you have to be commit immediately. Otherwise, if you do the 10 transactions and then you do the rollback, all the 10 transactions will be rollbacked, restored. Okay. Next, that is the delete. The same will be delete also. So whenever the primary key and parent key is there, first you have to delete the child foreign key, and then you have to delete the parent key. Okay, first you have to delete the child key, and then only you can able to delete the parent key. Okay, that is a here also it will work. Delete. Okay, so these are the DDL and DML commands, guys. So DDL will be auto commit, DML will be you have to give the commit explicitly. Okay, you have to give the commit, draw save. Okay, next will be DRL means DRL is nothing but the retrieving language. So whatever objects you created, whatever the objects you insert the data, that you can able to retrieve means select. The select is the nothing but the select statement is nothing but the DRL statement. Select is a DRL statement. Select star from student. So we did the table object created and object is inserted, object is updated, then you can able to retrieving the data. by using the select command. The select is nothing but the DRL. DRL is command select, data retrieval language. Okay, we are fetching the data. Okay, that's the select statement. And then we have another two commands are there: data control language and data transactional control language. So what are the commands, guys? Data control and transactional. Can you tell me what is the data control and data is this one? Yeah. So first we'll go for the TCL, transactional control. Whatever the transaction you did just now, we saw rollback and commit. Okay, rollback and commit. So the transactional control languages are the commit, rollback, and save point. Commit, rollback, and save point. Okay, so this commit means just now we saw how we are used the commit command. So if you do any DML operations, you have to go and save those transactions by using the commit. Okay, rollback means before committing, if you do any transaction wrong, mistaken, before commit, you can roll back the data, those transactions. Okay, this save point also is a kind of the commit only. So this they will use the developers most probably, most of the time they will use for the developers, not for us. At the time of the data ingestion, the ETL process, for example, 1 lakh records, I want to load 1 lakh records. Okay, if you're loading after 50,000 records, if something network issue happen, okay, then the job is failed. Then the 50,000 records again it will be lose, right? You can't committed. So that is the reason they identify the some point, save point means every 1,000 records I want to commit the records at the time of ingestion. Okay, in that case they will be after 50,000 it will be happen also. Then those 50,000 records will be saved into permanently, right, in the database. It won't be rollbacked. So that is the reason they will use for in the code procedure, PLS stored procedure, they will use these save points. Identify a point in a transaction to which you can later of rollback. Okay, you have to define the code they will do by using the save point. They'll define some logics. Okay, so we are not at all using the save point in the our QA perspective. Okay, you can leave it this one. Even interview also no one has asked. This you have to ask the commit and rollback. Okay. Next DCL. So DCL means this is the admin guys, DBA guys will be take care by the DCL commands. So for they won't give also for us for these commands access also. Grant and revoke means permissions, privilegizations. What kind of privilegizations you need? For example, as a QA, they won't give privilegization DDL and DML in the production, right? The production environment, if they want, they will give only select only. They won't give the DDL and DML operations for you in the production, even dev environment. So they will give only for the QA test environment only. They will give DDL and DML operations in your environment. You are the owner of that environment, QA guys, testers. Okay, so like that they will give which user which privileges is required. Those things will be taken by the DBA guys, database administrator guys. Okay, these are the grant and revoke. They are giving the permission, they are removing the permissions. Okay, these also for grant and revoke also we are not at all used in our real time. Okay, if you need, you have to request to DBA guys. So I need this permission privileges for so and so project. Okay, like that you have to raise your ticket and then you have to get it the access from the DBA guys. That you have to do. Okay, I'll show you how to raise also. I'll show you in the real time. Okay, this is a grant and revoke. So we given last time we given the permissions. Last time we have seen grant all privileges to the user. Means all permissions they are going to user, like this is a command. Grant all privileges to user. The ABC is a username. Or select system privileges map where name like So like that, there are different kind of privileges we can able to get it. Okay. So these are the all the command, guys. We'll go for the next topic tomorrow. Okay. Any doubts here up to now? We'll go for the operators one by one based on this sheet. We'll go for the one by one. So we'll go for the operators tomorrow, and the functions, all those things will go. Okay. Otherwise, I'll use this one class first. I'll go this one. Okay. One by one we'll discuss in the tomorrow. And so going to stop the recording.